Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hold on, make sure my. Okay, everything's working. All right, welcome back to Bold Wolf Gaming. It is Fantasy Friday in the new Bold Wolf Gaming lineup. Bold Wolf Gaming is back in full swing, and we are starting out with our ongoing D&D campaign, Winds of Earrenia. From now on, we will not be streaming randomly from week to week. Bear with me just a moment. I gotta get the volume down on this. This is making it hard to think.
Also, can I test out if everybody can hear me?
Alright, that's better. I'm sorry, what?
Can anybody hear me?
Can everybody hear?
I can hear you, Shakira.
Alright, awesome.
Okay. Alright, sorry. Alright, getting distracted. Alright, so every week we will be streaming on the same nights. Friday night will be Fantasy Night starting at 7:30 Eastern. Sunday will be 90s Night. I will occasionally stream on Saturdays a game of my choice. And possibly during the week we might have random God of War streams while we try to catch up before the new game drops in December. But Fantasy Night, when everyone is available, will also be our ongoing D&D campaign, Winds of Earrenia, which is what you're watching right now, and we really appreciate everyone who joined tonight. So we are going to be jumping in right to combat, but we'll go ahead and give you a quick recap of where we left off. Last time, the Regulators headed to the Marches of Kartanok in search of the third champion weapon, the Reaper's Hand. They found their way to an odd little tourist town, which is odd for the country's culture, but it was changed by a wizard who installed a dam and turned it into a vacation spot for nobles. Until the people of the country finally regained control over the city, they decided to go ahead and keep the touristy nature while keeping it from expanding. They were able to get in contact with a local who spoke common very well and was able to give them some details that might help them on their journey. They were told that the crypt that they were seeking was at the end of a funeral trail that is quite often used as a sort of pilgrimage for Leviathans when they come of age, described as the Trail of Fear. They were told to follow the river to the south, and they would eventually find the ruins of the beginning of this trail and be able to follow that to where they need to go, which is Kuningrof. So, the Regulators headed into the woods, this large, impossibly huge forest with trees that grow beyond logical reason, and allowed them to travel under complete cover while also having plenty of sunlight to see their way between the trees. They eventually found their way to the ruins that were described before, a stone floor in the middle of the forest with a stone slab that appeared to be part of some sort of funeral rite, and an offering bowl still sat at the foot of this slab. And glimmered as if something was in it. Malcolm decided to run up and check it out, and in the process managed to trigger a pit trap, just barely catching the edge as he did so. And out of the forest leapt several creatures, large brown balls essentially with glowing light, wearing masks intended to intimidate. Though the creatures are small, they are ready to engage with the Regulators. So we are going to go ahead and change the music here. Alright, and Regulators, I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
Malcolm rolled a 13 for initiative. That's a 10. That's a 3 plus 10. That's how bad I rolled.
Oh no!
18.
18 for Zuko.
13.
Wait, what do you
was
add
yours?
onto it?
Your dexterity modifier.
I rolled a 10 with a 3.
23?
Damn! Cece gets to go first.
Mira and Malcolm. Hey, thank you for
We're
the
sharing
follow.
initiative.
Oh shoot, I should host the stream.
Don't forget to roll for... Oh, that's right, yeah, he shares your initiative. So... Bear with me just a moment here. Malcolm and Jack are 13, Zuko is 18, Echo is 23. Sorry, Mira, what were you?
13?
Oh, you're sharing.
Yeah, we're sharing.
Don't forget Wolfric's.
Ah, yes. Oh, crap. That means I have to go and I'll host your page later. I wish I could do that automatically.
I don't have minis to reflect the creatures you're fighting, so we're going with little mushroom people.
Pino! Damn, he rolled better than me. 16.
Everybody able to see the board okay?
Yes.
Nice.
This would come in handy.
So what did Wolfric get?
16. You got better than I did.
Alright, so top of the... Oh, guess I better...
I can get snacks. What do you want?
Alright, so starting with the surprise round as they leap out of the tree. The seeming leader of the group, druidic-looking character. Let's see... Bear with me a moment while everything's loading.
Check the group chat.
15 feet. Alright, Druid's going to run forward towards the group. Double check his speed before I move him. Yeah.
Let's see.
I want it to move.
Remember sneeze?
Alright, for some reason, we'll do it that way. Just in range of Zuko and Echo, he's going to cast Thunder Wave. So I need Zuko and Echo to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come again?
Zuko and Echo need to make a Constitution saving throw.
8.
8.
Hold on, I'm doing that right now. What do you add on to that again? Sorry.
Your Constitution saving throw. If you're not proficient in it, it's just your Constitution modifier.
I was gonna say, it depends on whether you are a proficient or not. I can check your character sheet for you.
Okay. I do not think I am. So
Matches the rifle.
No, thank you.
Here, Echo. You are not proficient in Constitution, so you just add 1 to whatever you roll.
18.
Oh,
All right, so Echo passes. Zuko does not. Zuko, you take 8 points of thunder damage. Echo, you take half, and you are both pushed back as a loud crash of thunder echoes out from the creature in the middle of the forest.
So I only took 4?
Yep.
nice.
Okay.
So it echoed Echo.
Yeah. And the rest of them are going to take a turn as well. Alright, let's see. This is going to be 1, 2, and 3. Or sorry, 2, 3, and 4, since the druid is 1. Number 2 covers about half the distance towards Zuko. And takes off the mask. You see, and it is a trifurcated brown sphere with a glowing blue orb in the center, and it has grass-like hair with decorative leaves, branch-like arms and legs. It sounds oddly playful, but Echo, especially, and Zuko recognize these creatures to be quite problematic for mortal species. So it takes off the mask, and that orb inside gets brighter. Takes a shot at Zuko. Let's see. 14 to hit.
No.
All right. Second one darts across at a speed that almost makes it impossible to see, and shoves its spear in Echo's direction. Let's see. 21 to hit.
Hits.
Alright, as it jabs its spear at you, catches you in the side, you take 8 points of piercing damage. Alright, the last one is going to run up to the pit where Malcolm is hanging down and shove his spear downwards when it realizes that you've caught on. And it's going to have advantage, of course, because of your predicament. Oh, I think either one of would have hit. 5. Yeah, 24 to hit.
Yes. It's 24 hits.
Wait, your armor class is 24?
No, my armor class is 19.
Oh,
Alright, you take 6 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw to not lose your grip and fall into the pit.
So, I rolled an 11 for my strength saving throw, but I have Indomitable, so if that does not work, I would use Indomitable.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
19 is my reroll.
Alright, yeah, you are absolutely able to hold on. In severe pain as it jabs right into your shoulder between your collarbone. But you
And I will
managed to hold on.
Mark a use of Indomitable.
Alright, so that is the end of the surprise round. Oops. So, Echo, top of the actual round, what would you like to do? You are right here.
I would
by the
like.
way.
Am I in range to use my short sword to attack the one in front of me?
It's not directly within reach, but you could easily take a step forward to do so.
I would like to take a step forward and attack the one that's in front of me
Alright, roll for
with my
attack.
short sword. Okay. And let's see. Oof. I rolled a 5.
That
I
is
don't know
not.
what to add on to that though.
Oh, with. Are short swords versatile? I can't remember.
Short sword is martial finesse light.
Yeah.
So she's able to use dexterity, right?
I can't remember what finesse is. I think finesse is being able to use dex or strength. Versatile is using one or two hands.
Right. So you
So
add
yes,
your
you can use
dexterity
dex.
modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Wait, what?
You add your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus.
So
What?
so plus 9.
I'll refill it in a few minutes.
14. I had to think about that for a second.
14. So your first attack, as you jab forward, it seems to almost teleport sideways with the speed that it uses. While you're sure you used enough force that you could have broken through its shell, you are not able to catch it on that hit. Second attack. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You're a rogue. You don't have a second attack, do you?
Yeah.
Apologies. All right. So is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty. That brings us to Zuko. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Echo, for future reference, on your D&D page under Actions, next to Short Sword, you'll see the +9. You can use that to roll your attack, or your attack roll, and then the 1d6 + 4 is your damage.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead, Zuko.
Okay, so they shot lightning at me, right?
Yep. Well, no, not... Oh, the druid did use a lightning attack, yes.
Is that am I the one at the very bottom of the screen?
Yes, you are right here. And the second attack that was aimed at you was force damage,
Okay.
like Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so I want to, the guy that you've got highlighted, I want to shoot a fire arrow at him.
This one? Alright, go ahead and roll for attack.
Nat 20.
Nice. Alright, roll for attack, or roll for damage. Don't forget to add the full damage for one die as well. And double your add-on.
Okay. So it would be... Do 10 automatically, or wait, is it 16 automatically plus whatever I roll?
Hold on, let me look at your sheet.
It's 1d10 plus 6, and then 1d10 radiant.
You can't double up the magic on ammo. If you're using magic ammo, the radiant doesn't apply.
That'd be cool though.
Okay.
So I didn't think of that when we originally went over it using magic ammo. Radiant only adds on to like standard arrows. And of course, if you're out of arrows, you can fire the radiant by itself. But if you're using arcane ammo, it doesn't double up. So you'd be getting 10 plus 12. Holy shit. And then another d10 rolled.
Okay, 10, 12, 22 plus 5, we're at 27.
27. Holy shit.
Nice.
Alright, so Zuko, as the creature has its mask off to make the attack it made on him previously, Zuko fires one of his fire arrows into the center of the sphere, making a perfect bullseye. The fire damage is so intense that it blows the outer shell of the creature apart. And you still have a second attack.
All right. I will shoot the next one that's closest to me with another fire arrow.
Alright, roll for attack.
14.
14 does not hit. The second one, seeing what you did to his friend, again, almost appears to teleport as he dodges sideways and evades the arrow. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
If I move, will it give him an advantage attack?
You are not within melee range at the moment, no.
Okay, then I will move 30 feet to my right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, so you are over there now?
Yep.
Alright, so regular Bogart is going to focus on what it's doing, continue its attack on Echo. It's going to take another jab with its spear for 14 to hit.
Hold on. I have to go back to my thing. That does not hit.
Awesome. Alright, takes another jab. Having learned from your previous encounter with this creature, you manage to swerve out of the way and prepare for your next attack. This one is going to take another jab at Malcolm. Oh. 7 to hit. That's a miss. And that brings us to Wolfric's turn. Wolfric, the abnormally large wolf, takes stock of what is happening and prepares to fight. Oh, I should probably put a minute down for Wolfric, shouldn't I? Let's see.
But in a mini form, he's huge.
Well, I can always up the size. I know there was a wolf in here. Here it is. Oof.
I'm not used to waiting this long to kill something.
Set size. That seems a little too large for him, but fair enough. No, actually, that's probably pretty accurate. Maybe just a little oversized, but... Alright, what does Wolfric do?
Where is his attack?
Let's see. It should be under your extras.
He is under mattress. I see that.
He has bite, which is +4 to hit, and does 2d4 plus 2 piercing damage. And if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So, who would you like him to go after?
Is that an enemy right there?
With this one?
Uh-huh.
That is the druid.
And where are the other enemies?
There's one over here that is jabbing down the hole that Malcolm started to fall into. There's one over here harassing Echo. And that is all there. You hear more in the trees, but they are not in immediate
Threat.
threat.
Okay.
They seem to be watching and waiting.
Can he run towards the one that is attacking Malcolm and get him off his back?
Yep. All right. Roll for his attack. Again, that's +4.
It's 15. And because it collided with other dice.
I'm sorry, what was it?
That's a 15.
Oof. All right, just short. We're going to move him right here. So he, Malcolm, you hear the thundering of paws against the stone, and you see the shadow of Wulfric cross over the hole, and the creature that is jabbing down at you is briefly distracted as it has to dodge out of the way of the large wolf's mouth as it tries to chomp down on it. He is now flanking this creature with you, though, just so you know. Now it is Malcolm's turn or Mira's turn, however you guys want to do it.
I'll take my turn. I'm going to attack the enemy in front of Echo.
Alright, so as Wulfric goes off to do his thing on your command, you run over to take a swing at the creature that is attacking Echo.
Correct. So I roll +11, correct?
What are you using?
Sayuna's heart.
You roll D10 or D20 and add 11.
Okay, that's what I was at. Just making sure.
And are you doing one or two hands?
2.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
So a total of 31.
31 points of damage.
No.
Oh,
For
sorry,
hit.
30 attack. Ah, God, man, my head's in a fog today.
Nope, don't worry about it.
All right, so you got a natural 20. That means you get a 10 plus 12 and plus 1d10.
The one that looks like this is the D8, correct?
That's d8. You said two hands, right?
Yes.
So you're doing 10,
Alright.
which is the other diamond with more sides. Do you have a d10?
I do, somewhere around here. I think I had one in my hand earlier. It's just fucking hiding there. That's not a D10. What is this?
That's a d10.
Sorry.
No problem.
That's 7 plus 6, that's 13.
13 plus... Wait, sorry. What did you get on the dice?
I got 7
7
plus the 6.
doubled, so it's actually plus 12.
Okay.
And then an automatic 10.
My brain can't do this.
Anybody quicker on the math?
We got a banker in our team, so yes.
7 plus.
I was not immediately paying attention, but I can do it real quick. What are the numbers?
Let's see. 7 plus 12 plus 10.
19. 29.
29
Wow.
points of damage. Wow, and again, almost the exact same thing that Zuko got. All right, so Echo, you see as Mira charges forward, the magical weapon appearing in her hand as she takes a swing downwards at the creature and slices it into another piece, and the blue light inside dissipates as the pieces of the shell hit the ground, sounding almost like an empty wooden sphere. So that one's gone. Killed. All right, that brings us to.
That's right. I get only one attack.
Nope.
Correct.
You do get 2 attacks.
With my sword, I get 2 attacks, right? But when it comes to spells, I have to like scratch something off.
You have to use your superiority dice to cast
Okay.
spells.
Okay. Awesome. See, I wanted to make sure. All right. So I'm gonna roll again.
With the sword?
Yep.
Who are you attacking?
Where are? Why is it I still can't see? And I'm wearing my glasses.
You are right.
Why is there a 10 on the screen?
Where is the 10 on the screen?
I don't see a 10.
I do.
Where?
Where?
With a lawn chair and a pop.
What?
10.
Hold on. Let me see what.
What are you guys looking at? What?
I think it's the dead screen for Discord.
Oh, okay. I'm having issues streaming on Discord. Hold on.
Your microphone, Matt, is cutting in and out sometimes.
We're having problems today.
I fucking love our
Yay.
internet.
I don't even know if it's the microphone. I was going to say, I think it might be some latency with the internet, because it starts to, like, buffer almost, is what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
I wouldn't be surprised. They said they would send a new router here. Has yet to show up. I think I'm gonna have Matt storm the place.
Hold on a second here. I'm going to disconnect from Discord here for a moment. Alright, is that better? We good?
Appears to be.
Alright.
Yeah, the launcher, the
Nope,
pop, and
cut
the
out.
10 is good.
Oh yeah, someone's cutting it out real bad.
Alright, well hopefully after I am able to close Tailspire we will be good.
Oh, so you think it's the map?
I think it's a combination of both our shitty internet and the extra programs running on the computer tonight.
Okay.
Alright, so
Well,
where
you
were
gonna
we?
restart the computer.
Alright, oh, you're right here.
Now we see the Winds of Earrenia session 65 thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking internet today. What the fuck?
I'm seeing Tailspire, so I don't know what they're talking about. So,
It is weird. Are you able to see the board now?
We're able to see the board, but it's just behind it. It's just like... Hold on, I got this. No, I should probably not have flash on. That's gonna make that more difficult to see.
Alright, Mira, go ahead, make your second attack. Son of a bitch. And who are you going after? The druid?
Yeah. 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Wait, I wrote the wrong thing. Disregard that. That's 4 plus 6, so that's 10 damage.
Wait, what did you get on? Oh, never mind. Sorry, what was the total?
10 damage.
Should have taken my Swift today. Alright, so after destroying one of the spheres, Mira charges after the leader and strikes at it with her sword again, chopping some of the vegetation that seems to grow from the shell and damaging the surface. And now it doesn't seem to know whether it wants to deal with Zuko or Mira.
Too bad we can't tag team it.
Malcolm, it is your turn. You are hanging from the edge of the pit.
I'm guessing if I try to get up, that's going to be an action, or would that count as movement?
It will be an action simply... Whoops. Simply because you have to do a strength check to pull yourself out.
Well, then that's going to be my effing turn. So, yeah, let's do it.
There we go.
The fact that he swore.
Alright, so you're going to try to pull yourself out. Right?
Yep.
Alright, roll a strength check.
That would be a 6.
Wow. The DC wasn't very high on that, but you try to pull yourself up, and while trying to dodge these jabs from the Bogart, you are unable to get yourself above the edge of the pit. What would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
Well, I mean, I don't get anything unless I get one action. So, that's it.
Don't have action surge or anything?
I mean, action surge... Let me double check the verbiage on it, but I think that's just an extra attack.
Oh, okay. I thought action surge actually allowed you to...
I can take one additional action, so yes, I guess I'll use it, and then just, sit around with my, thumb up my butt.
Heck yeah.
So you're going to use
19
it.
that time, so 21.
Okay, yep. You're able... Second time you're able to... You take a deep breath and you just yank yourself up, flying out of the pit, and landing on your feet right in front of the Bogart, which looks up at you in surprise, no longer having the high ground.
It's over. You no longer have the high ground.
And
I stood
Jack is
really
sitting
hard.
on your... Jack is sitting on your shoulder, screeching at it.
I almost did a fucking sound effect for a fucking monkey.
Let's see. Alright. Druid, not liking how he is losing control of the situation, holds up his staff, calling in a few more.
Oh, seriously? Come on.
Let's see.
Alright, if you want more of an ass beating, we'll give it. We'll give
They
it.
come running out of the forest from this side. Well, let me resize
Okay.
these.
I'm hoping to make this druid just
Oops.
explode on my next turn. Like,
Oh my
really
god,
just...
yes! Do it.
They really need to get more minis.
It's a
Oops,
work in
too big.
progress. Patience, dear.
Nobody makes Malcolm sit through 3 rounds of combat without killing something.
Nobody put Malcolm,
All right.
Malcolm in a corner.
After calling them in reinforcements, let's see. Who does he see as a bigger threat?
He should see Malcolm as a threat right now, but
Well, he doesn't
doesn't.
know anything.
He's right though.
All right, since I don't know, I guess Mira kind of got the best out of the two as far as her and
He's gonna
Zuko.
attack me, and I can't use shield as a reaction anymore. It's gonna be hard.
Oh my God, so slow.
It's our internet, dude. It's our fucking internet. You should call Pokemon.
All right, he holds up the sphere, and you see the arcane energy swirl around it as he directs it towards you. Mira, I need you to make
Okay.
strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw?
Oh wait, hold on.
Wait,
20-foot square starting from point within 5, 10, 15, 20. I need Mira and Echo. I need you to both make strength saving throws.
Okay.
I'm
he
a
directs-
casualty.
Oh, 15.
And what'd you have, Echo?
What'd you roll on the dice? Because you have so much strength from that belt.
Tell me again.
Is your belt re-equipped?
Is it? I rolled a 6 plus 9.
6 plus 9.
I didn't re-equip the belt, did I?
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. You have it on. You just rolled really low.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. She has +4 strength.
I
Unless
rolled, a,
Sorry.
I rolled an 8, which is with +1 is 9.
Eesh. I don't think I put it back on.
Strength score change. Hold on. It D&D Beyond is being stupid. It didn't. She put the belt back on, but it didn't apply the effect.
Why?
Because your strength should be 23.
That's what I was thinking.
Bear with me just a moment.
So wait, does that mean I have to reroll?
No, what was your roll?
6 plus 9.
Why isn't it letting me edit?
That's mainly because I wasn't sure what to roll, so I just pressed the number on D&D Beyond.
Apologize for the delay here. We're having a little bit of D&D Beyond is getting super stupid today. Alright, so you said you rolled 6,
Plus 9.
but don't worry about +9.
That's what it did.
Oh, probably proficiency.
Unless I did it wrong. You said saving throw. So I clicked on strength.
No, so with the belt, it should be +6, +5 from the proficiency bonus would be +11, plus whatever she rolled.
Yeah.
So I have to reroll?
No, just take your original roll, add... What did you say,
11.
Ryan? It should be... Add 11.
11.
17.
17? Alright, so he aims the spell at the ground, and suddenly growing up between the cracks in the stone pavers, you see these vines wrapping around the stone and directing their way towards both you and Echo in a large square patch. As the pavement disappears below, Mira, you are able to free yourself and not get entangled.
I am losing another player this way.
However, Echo, you are currently restrained.
9.
Hey, you just made my, you're gonna go get fucked list, dick.
You are restrained, so your speed is 0. And attacks against you have advantage. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws until you free yourself. So that is the druid's turn. Brings us back to the top of the round. Echo, what would you like to do?
I would like to try and free myself, but I'll try to figure out how.
You can. You can make a. You can use your turn to make a strength check. A second strength check. Excuse me.
Well, this never goes well for me.
And remember, you can also attack if you want. You just can't move. 8. Okay. That was your roll, or that was your?
Well, then I would like to.
Sorry, I should have gotten through the roll before.
It's an 8, and I can't. Yeah, you should have told me. Yeah, I can't. I have a +1 for strength, so
Gotcha.
it's favorable.
All right. All right. Then that is your turn. Zuko, it is your turn.
Okay.
Wait, is there another one right by me?
Yep.
Well, that's the one I'm gonna attack. I'll shoot a regular arrow at it.
All right. Roll for attack.
So, 17.
17, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that is exactly what you need. Roll for damage.
All right. 20 points.
21.
20.
20. Okay. All right. Zuko fires his first arrow at the Bogart that has leaped out of the trees, and it completely pierces the shell. It is still hanging on, but very close to death. Second attack.
All right. Regular arrow at it again.
Roll for attack.
21.
21 hits. Yeah, don't even bother rolling for damage, because he had 1 hit point left. All right, so Zuko fires his second arrow as it is trying to recover from the first hit, and the second one pierces its shell again, and it falls apart.
Also, that's not what I ended up getting. They just substituted it.
Just a moment, the program is freezing. All right. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Move me 10 feet further away from the trees, so to the left.
5, 10, right here?
Yep. That's good.
Alrighty. I love how we actually have some movement going on in this battle. That brings us to the Bogarts. This one is going to take off its mask. You see the bright light inside of the shell light up again as it takes aim at Mira.
Fuck you.
Oh. And that is a 2 for 7 points to hit. It's a miss. So the bright blast of light blue light comes towards you, but you manage to duck under it. Alright, this one's going to change direction, pull off its mask, and make the same attack on Echo with advantage because she's still entangled.
Fuck you.
Damn it!
The first roll was a 5, the second roll was a 6. So, in spite of being entangled, Echo somehow miraculously manages to still dodge the shot. All right, this one is now standing face to face with Malcolm. A little bit shaken by the fact he's gotten out of the hole, but it's going to try to jab at him with the spear.
Oh, so he didn't piss his pants at the fact that, Matt's out, Malcolm's out?
That is 18 to hit.
Miss.
18 misses.
All right, so it takes a jab at you, managed essentially just to swat the spear away. It is Wolfric's turn. What would you like him to do?
Fight.
Roll with advantage, because he has him flanked.
And Malcolm can be the one to tell him this time. Hold on. 19.
19 hit?
Plus. Oh, wait. Yeah, 19. You said with advantage.
Yeah.
That's my high roll.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and roll for damage.
And that's a d20, right? Again?
No. Hold on, let me go back to your sheet.
Kind of wish I could have both of them. Oh.
Nope, not characters, campaigns.
That's a d4, you said. 2d4?
I think, let me double check. Everything's being so slow.
I have Mira's character sheet up. What are we asking?
What Wolfric's attack is. Yes, 2d4 plus 2.
This is the d4, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
2 of those.
We are changing the design. Wait, how do I read these?
The number that pops up on the top. Looks like a 2 and a 1. So
So
3
3.
plus
2.
2.
So
5
that's-
points of piercing damage. And it needs to make a strength saving throw. 9 plus...
So it's basically getting bit in the ass.
It gets 10, it needs 11. No, so it is knocked prone. As it, Wolfric takes a chunk out of its shell.
Good boy.
Alright, that brings us to Malcolm. Or no, Mira, you were next, right?
Well, technically we share the same initiative, so it's up to Mira if she wants to let me
Oh yeah, you could change
take
it
a
this
shot
round.
on this druid.
Actually, Malcolm, you haven't had a turn. Kick some ass, man.
Okay. High risk, high reward. I'm going to use the last word and going to spend 4 grit points to do violent shot. So I have to roll if I roll a plus 11 or less, if I roll an 11 or less, I will misfire and I will not hit him. Okay. If I do, I'm going to be rolling 6 d12s of damage.
This sounds great.
Covered that.
Alright, go for it.
Malcolm's pissed.
I'm you know it. So I'm gonna roll the d20 first. That's a 12 plus. I just barely passed that. 12 plus. Oh, plus 12. So 24 to hit.
24 hits. Alright, so Malcolm, after having charged out of the hole, watching Wolfric take a chunk out of the Bogart in front of him, takes aim at the leader of the group, and with a abnormally loud explosion from his gun, strikes the druid. Go ahead and roll for damage. I just want to see what the total ends up being.
He knows what the total is.
Yeah.
Oh. 58 total damage.
Holy!
Alright, without even having realized the threat that was standing behind him, Malcolm's shot strikes the shell, and it shatters into 1,000,000 pieces. The creature's arms and legs and staff fall in place as if unmoved by the force that flew through the sphere and simply fall over.
Is
which
there
would
another
be,
boggart still alive?
yeah, there's one here, and one here.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out my pistols and shoot the 3 of them.
Alright, roll for attack.
So I still have 3 more attacks.
Dude, you're fucking
Alright,
awesome.
one at a time.
Yeah.
You have advantage on the one in front of you because it is prone.
Oh, I have advantage on it.
Wait, what?
31 to hit is 31 to hit on that one.
Okay, that hits. Damage?
That is 15 points of damage.
Let's see. That one's still just barely hanging on.
Well, I'll shoot it again in the face.
Okay.
2 to hit.
It also hits.
11 points of damage.
That'll do it. That one explodes.
And I'll shoot one more. That's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
16 points of damage.
Alright, you manage to take a chunk out of it. Its mask falls off, but it is still standing. And is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Mira, your turn.
He wants to watch today. So my turn, right? Alright, so you said there was one here, one there.
Yeah, this one just took some damage from Malcolm. This one largely untouched so far.
So Wolfric near that one, though. Correct?
You're both about equal distance from...
Seems like that would require me to use one of my spells, though. To shoot at the fucker.
What's that?
It probably requires me to use Firebolt. Firebolt.
Don't forget your sword also has a ranged attack now, too.
What now?
Let me go. You haven't really had the chance to use it yet. Special
no.
features. Once per turn, you can use one of the following features of the weapon. You can use a spin attack, which allows you to hit all creatures within 10 feet. They have to survive a dexterity saving throw. You also have the Divine Chakram. Range of 200 feet or 350 at disadvantage. Dex modifier plus proficiency plus 2 releases a ring of radiant energy doing 2d10 radiant damage.
Let's do that one.
So it's kind of like if you remember from Zelda when he would charge up the sword and let that ring of light.
Yeah, I remember that.
So make a ranged attack. So d20 plus your dex modifier plus what's your proficiency? Plus 5.
So, d20 plus 3 plus 5. Correct?
Sorry, plus 7.
So, d20 plus 3 plus 7?
Yep.
Okay.
So 10.
What's going on up there?
He wants to keep pulling my hair.
Kids.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah, sure.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack first.
I'm having a hard time.
No. 20. So 10 plus 10, 20.
Okay. That hits, so roll damage on that is 2d10.
So D10 twice, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's not it. Why am I losing it so much?
Need help?
7, 2, 9.
Alright. And that'll finish it off. So Mira's blade charges with radiant light, and she swings it in an arc that causes the light to leap off of the sword and arc itself into a circle that flies across the forest and slices the creature in half.
Looks like he was asleep for a second. He laid on the floor.
That was your second attack, right?
That was
Or
my
no,
first
that was
attack.
your first. What?
That was my first attack.
Yep.
Then you can undo the grades. So here you go. No problem. Go to sleep. So roll again, correct?
Doesn't commanding Wolfric count as an action? Or are we not using that rule?
I will have to go back and double check. It's like she's been preparing for this, but hasn't been bringing it along, so I didn't remember to look it up. But for now, we'll
gotcha.
just
Because I
leave it
think, it uses an action to command a companion.
Well, go ahead
I
and
thought the
check that
entire
first.
purpose of the Beastmaster was that the
Yeah, but it
animal
have
can
to
act on
command.
its own.
It might be, like, I don't know, because I've never played the Beastmaster, so maybe the Beastmaster does that, removes that penalty, I don't know.
But for now, we'll just ignore it, and then I'll look
Okay.
it up. But go ahead and roll your second attack. Are you still using the Radiant Chakram? Oh, that's once per turn. Sorry,
Right,
so
so I
you
can't
can't
use
use that again.
Okay. I wouldn't be able to run up and hit them, would I?
Oh, that one's dead.
That would
5,
count as an
10,
action.
15, 20, 25, 30. It is just in range for you to run up and hit it.
Yeah, I would like to do that, please.
Alright. After slicing the first one in half, Mira charges in the wake of her first attack.
Nat 20. So, 31. To hit.
Well, nat 20, so it hits regardless.
So that would be 1d10 plus 6 plus 10, correct?
Plus 6 again.
Plus, so 1d10 plus 12, so plus 32. Wait,
1d10 plus 10 plus 12.
so 22.
22.
Yeah.
22. I said 33 for some reason. Yeah, let's do this. That's not the d10.
Wow. Between Malcolm and Mira, they didn't even get the chance to run.
25.
What's that?
25.
Yep, that'll do it. How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna slice him in half and watch him fall apart.
Alright, charging up on the creature, Mira brings her sword down, cutting across the 3 already existing lines in the creature that hold the floating sphere together, slicing it into a total of 6 pieces which fall to the ground with a hollow wooden sound. And as this happened, you hear rustling in the leaves of the forest around you as the rest of its compatriots run for the hills. And battle comes to a close. Alright, so everyone who is watching, we are going to go ahead and shut down the game program here, the Battle Simulator. And when that happens, sometimes it crashes our stream, so if we do shut down, we will be right back up. And if you're watching this on video on demand, that means that this will be split into 2 parts. So be sure to look out for that. So bear with us just a moment. Alright, looks like we're still up and running. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Wait, hold on. Something's loading.
Uh-oh.
Don't. Oh, great. Yeah, because I shut down the game, everything is starting itself back up. It looks like we are still streaming. Can somebody double check to make sure we're still online? Because sometimes it'll say we're fine on this end.
I have the stream up and we're still going.
Yep. We're still going.
Alright, fantastic. Alright. We lost Shakira's camera here, so...
Stacey, I might need to get you a couple of dice sets.
I'm going to the mall tomorrow, so let's hope I can find another one.
The best place to get dice is from Wish.
Alright, fantastic. Why are you so red? Oh, no big deal. Alright, so...
Is
That
Ryan
is
leaning
that.
back, or is his camera down? There we go.
What's that?
It looked like Ryan was like the
Yeah,
camera
I'm
was
on
barely.
the couch. I'm on the couch today
Yeah.
instead of sitting at my computer. So.
Oh yeah, no problem.
He's chilling.
He's chilling.
Because the
really
guys
fun
were
for a little
doing
bit.
so well for the initiative and the save, but then they need to go to dice jail. They were doing-
Ask Loki to play with you. He might be the one helping out here. He's right here. He's watching.
Alright, so... as you hear the rest of the Bogarts disappear into the woods, realizing that they were no match for you. Malcolm, you are out of the hole. What do you guys want to do?
Loot. That's what we want to do.
You want to loot the...
Yes.
The coconut people.
Yeah.
You get 2 gallons of coconut milk. Like, come on, man.
Don't try to drink it, it might make you nutty. You don't need that to happen again.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead, Zuko. Roll investigation check.
You find 5 shitty spears.
17.
Be just a moment here.
Although, let's be real, this is in character for Zuko. He would loot just about anything.
You betcha.
He'd be like, I shave the coconuts of all their hair and then knit that into rope. That I'm going to make into a sweater to sell to somebody for 5 gold pieces.
Why do I see him doing it though?
Don't tempt me.
He like
I'm not
first he would have to
you.
learn how to knit.
I shave the fibers and use those as strings for my fletching, so I don't have to spend money on strings.
Alright, so Zuko, as you investigate their bodies, it turns out they do actually carry pouches on them, little bags. It is clear that this is something that they do quite often when people head onto the trail. They get them into that trap, and rob them, but they don't have any concept of what is actually valuable, so a lot of it is just junk. But you do manage to find about 13 silver pieces
Do you think you could have me get a diaper?
worth of
Go get a diaper and go
Kartakian
get some wipes.
gems.
Thanks, Mom. Love you.
The
Me too.
How many gems?
it's 13 silver pieces worth of Kartakian currency, which you could easily convert when you get back to the touristy town that you guys stopped by here.
Okay.
And Echo, you said you did it too?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
My dice rolling is not good right now.
All right. So, all right. So, the forest has settled back into relative peace. You are now
Where do you think the wipes are?
standing among the ruins
Found the
of
caddy.
Check the couch.
this
Thanks.
ancient ceremony spot where the beginning of the funeral trail starts. What would you like to do?
It's not there.
I mean, I think we want to start going up the trail. Am I right, guys? Anything
Yeah.
you guys think we need to do? I mean, I would actually like to probably take a short rest.
Yeah, I
Before we
think we were
start heading
stopping to get a short rest.
All right, so you guys set up a little temporary rest spot, get your food out, get everybody fed, and rested up from battle. You can use your hit dice to recover any lost hit points if you like. For those who don't remember how that works, you have one hit die for every...
Matthew, did you move the wipes?
What?
Did you move the wipes?
Right here.
Thank you.
Wait, why are they there?
Because I was using them to wipe off the mats. Anyway, you have one dice for each level you have,
Please
so
go to
13
sleep
total,
already.
Oh, for example,
and it matches whatever you use to level up your hit points. You can use those to heal, but once you've spent them, you do not recover them again until a long rest.
And if you're in D&D Beyond, you can just click the short rest button, and then you can click on one of the little dice, like the little squares at the bottom, to use your hit dice that way. It makes it a lot easier.
Those of you who took damage, anyway. Some of you came out
I
unscathed.
didn't take enough damage to be worried.
I got stabbed in the face.
Yeah. About time.
I got stabbed in the face.
Malcolm finally takes some damage.
No, he took damage last time too.
Yeah, but I think I,
I
took more.
I do take damage.
Just not as much as me or Zuko.
Well, I don't know what this weapon's gonna be like, but if I can separate it into two shotguns I can use with one hand each, then I'm gonna be in melee range a lot. Just saying.
Why does it feel like it's not playing the right?
I don't know because I can't hear you.
All right. Anything particularly do you do before you continue on?
I don't have anything to do. I'm not sure if you guys do at all.
Hold on, I'm still trying to figure this out.
resisted on getting the Takis this time around.
I'm good. Sorry. I was trying to figure that out.
No worries.
Oh, so I guess actually, do any of these things? Does the druid still? No, you said the druid exploded, so it doesn't still have a mouth, does it?
It never had a face to begin with. It was just a mask.
Okie dokie then. Never mind.
What were you gonna do?
I was going to speak with the dead.
Oh.
It's a new ability I have.
Hold on. Let me take a look at that to see if it would apply to this creature.
It says the corpse must still have a mouth and cannot be undead.
Well, I think the exception, of course, to that rule would be if it never needed a mouth to speak in the first place.
That could possibly be true.
However, you did also kind of obliterate it. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to work on this one.
That's a good thought, though.
Alright. So, you take your short rest listening to the tranquil sounds of the rushing river nearby. You tend to your wounds and get some food. And you continue on. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so you travel on for... you travel on until about...
I will say that I have not looked at Jack's stat block until now. We're gonna have some fun pretty soon here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
You have a ranged attack.
Oh.
Requires a small hand-sized object. I wonder what a monkey could throw that's small hand-sized.
Shit.
Alright, so you continue on until about dusk. You have now been traveling, on your feet for a total of about 8 hours throughout the day, with periodic breaks. The uphill climb has still been very gradual, but now you are aided by ancient steps that have been carved into the stone beneath the dirt to mark this path. And as the sun begins to go down, you are still within the forest. What would you like to do?
Well, like, what is there to do?
What's that?
Like, what is there to do?
I mean, it's time for your sleep. So how would you guys like to proceed?
Oh, I'll take first watch.
What's that?
I'll take first watch.
Well, if it's time to sleep, I guess we would just do a long rest instead of a short one. I didn't realize.
Oh no, that was. This is
You traveled.
yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you traveled. You had no way of knowing if there was going to be more threats down the road, but... So, Mira is offering...
second watch after Mira, because I don't need as much rest.
Very true.
Yep. You just need, 4 hours of meditation?
Yep.
Alright, so Mira, go ahead and roll a perception check for your watch.
So I don't think I've done it yet. Would I actually be able to train Jack to keep watch for us?
Question.
I believe you can train him to alert. So he would be able to wake everybody if something was amiss. He wouldn't be quite as reliable as...
He doesn't need to sleep, right?
Yeah, he's
Right,
undead.
he's undead, although he still doesn't understand that concept, but yeah, he doesn't actually need to sleep.
Could be like the monkey with the 2 drum pieces.
Oh
And
no!
when you see something, you just
Are you
put them
talking?
together.
Are you talking about the one from Toy Story 3?
Yeah, you can train him to alert.
He's already learned alert. So, I mean, it's up to you guys if you want a chance just having an undead monkey watching all night.
Yeah, the only thing is he's not going to be quite as, graded as a human because he's not going to be able to interpret some threats the same way that you would.
Right.
But anything obviously threatening, any living creature approaching the camp or anything like that, it would be able to wake everybody.
Yeah, and I'll be up in 4 hours anyway.
So let's trust Jack for 4 hours and then let Echo get up and we'll just sleep all night.
Are you sure you want to do this?
What's the worst that could happen?
Alright.
Let's not say that!
Alright, so roll a perception check for Jack.
Even though I had rolled a 20.
Huh?
So you said
I
roll-
rolled a 20 because you told me to roll first. I rolled already.
So what did Jack get?
So what do you? What am I rolling for, Jack? You said
Perception check.
perception check.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be. That's wisdom, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, wisdom.
You okay?
He gets a +1.
What are you trying to do with the light?
Jack rolled a 13.
13. Alright. He makes it through his watch. You never are awakened by him. Echo, you complete your meditation and exit the tent to take Jack's spot. Jack goes to
Jack
sleep
goes-
because he does,
And gives you a high five.
and he goes to sleep because he
I'm a
doesn't
little weirded
understand
out
that
by
he doesn't
this.
need to.
I'm a little confused by this gesture, but also by the fact that there's an undead monkey giving me a high five.
It's less of a high five and a more like tagging you in kind of thing. You're right.
Get out of my head, that's exactly what I was saying.
Alright, so Echo, go ahead and do your perception check.
What the hell's going on up there?
Oh, this is gonna be some math.
Introducing nighttime.
What?
28?
28. Okay. So you take Jack's place on watch. The forest is very dark. Surprisingly loud. With sounds of various creatures within the woods. But one thing breaks out above the rest of the general nighttime din. There is a light tremor in the ground and the sound of breaking branches in the distance. You listen for a few moments to the sound, and you're camped fairly close to the path. The sound doesn't seem to be... It does seem to be getting closer, but it doesn't seem to be approaching your camp directly. It seems to be running possibly perpendicular with the path ahead. What would you like to do?
Just keep watching, and if it gets closer, I'll wake them up.
Alright. Again, the sound does get closer, just, again, doesn't seem to be on a direct approach. But you begin to see two beams of light shining across the woods, kind of waving back and forth, bobbing up and down. But they seem to be aimed mostly perpendicular to the path ahead.
The heck?
You just continue observing?
Yeah.
Alright, as the sound gets closer and closer, you watch. The beams, again, stay mostly focused straight ahead. And after a few moments, you hear the crashing of smaller trees and branches fairly close on the path ahead. And onto the path, bursting out of the foliage on either side, is a gigantic bison-like creature with shining eyes. It pauses briefly as it reaches the path, and it shines those beams of light on you for a moment, considers you for a second, and then continues traveling in the same direction it was before.
What the heck? It sounds like a guardian.
And you listen as the sound dissipates into the distance, and the light disappears from view. And before you know it...
Do I recognize this type of creature?
It is not... you know what? Go ahead and roll a nature check. Okay. While you have not specifically encountered this creature, though the beam of light eyes is a feature of many fey creatures, and you imagine what must have happened here is a cross between one of those fey creatures and a mortal realm creature that created this.
Alright.
So, before you know it, it is dawn. I assume you guys take care of breakfast.
And I let everybody know what I saw, but other than that, it was pretty uneventful.
Alright, anybody have any business before we proceed on?
I personally don't.
Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to take us to break. We will be back in about 10 minutes as they continue up the mountain towards Kuningrof, and we continue our story. So we'll see you in a little bit. And we're back. Let's go ahead. Alright. So, you guys get breakfast. Any business before you proceed off?
Yep.
Nothing for me.
No.
I can't think of anything.
Alright, so you break camp. Back up your stuff. Oh, at this point, Malcolm, your scroll of message goes off. It is. I can't hear you for some reason.
He's muted.
Because I muted myself instead of taking myself off mute. I take a look at it.
It is a message from Lorimer. It says, "Not sure I get the joke. Didn't find anything in the wizard store.
Wait, what joke?
Perhaps you can fill me in on what I'm missing, or I will just accept that I misunderstood."
And here I am now trying to remember what we talked about.
Right.
You wanted to get rid of that coin, and you left it in the wizard store and asked him to get a hold of the archivists, the therapists.
The box, you mean?
Yes, the box with the
But
medallion.
he said a joke after that?
What's
Wait,
that?
it disappeared?
Did it disappear?
According to him, it was not there when he went to get it.
What the fuck?
I am going to check the wizard's door myself.
When you check the wizard's door, you find the box, but the medallion is not inside.
What the fuck?
What the heck?
That doesn't make any sense. Jack.
You damn monkey.
Jack!
I mean, was it Jack? We would have sensed it.
He
Though.
likes-
It would
no,
have made
he
somebody
likes-
sick.
No, he likes shiny.
But he's already dead.
He likes shiny.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was like a aura kind of thing, not just whoever's holding it, right, Matt?
It generally did give an aura that made people feel ill, from your experience so far.
Check your damn monkey.
Please check your
I'm gonna check Jack.
But just to make sure I'm not forgetting, who was it who retrieved it from the basement? I can't remember if it was
No.
Zuko or
Zuko.
Malcolm.
It was
That's
Zuko?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Roll an investigation check to check Jack for the medallion.
Me?
No, Malcolm. He said he was going to check Jack for it.
Investigation, you said?
Yep.
7.
If you would like my help, I have a 22.
Okay. Zuko checks him more thoroughly, but and Jack looks somewhat violated, but you do not find the medallion.
It's like, what the fuck?
So I write back to Lorimer and let him know what we had put in there and where it was located in the wizard's door.
And nobody else has access to our wizard's door but us and Lorimer. Lorimer. What the fuck?
What would you like to do?
That was what the talisman of ultimate evil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
I don't like the fact that it disappeared from the wizard's door.
I don't like it either.
I don't either.
What do we do now? So it just like vanished, because like I said, no one has access to that door other than us and Lorimer.
That's correct.
Unless one of us sleptwalk.
Unless one of you what?
Fucked up.
Sleptwalk?
Sleepwalked.
No, it's sleepwalking. I have the key
And the knob.
And the knob.
and the knob. So somebody would have had to gone in my bag and got the key and the knob and got it out and went in to take it.
Is there anything else missing?
I mean, we could do that check, I guess.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, roll an investigation check of the wizard's door.
That one's a little bit better at 12.
25?
You search thoroughly. Everything that you remember having in there is still present, including the box itself, but not the medallion.
So I'd message Lorimer and see if he knew anything about the medallion and any properties it may have had that maybe it disappears or something.
Okay. So you send that message off
Mm-hmm.
and proceed on.
I would like to inspect the box.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Trapdoors?
$31.
31.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Echo just about tears this box apart. The box itself is relatively unremarkable. The padding inside was cut to fit the medallion. You find evidence of very old blood stains in the wood grain. The box itself is pretty old, but largely unremarkable, and no evidence of false bottom or anything like that,
Uh-huh.
and no sign of a medallion.
What the fuck?
Well, I can't think of anything else.
Should we search each other just in case or something? Because this is freaking me out.
I mean, if one of us took it, unless we're evilly aligned, it would have damaged us. But we also took a long rest, so we would heal too.
Isn't Cece's like other half aligned with evil?
I mean, presumably.
I'm just wondering if that bitch actually has some type of control.
I mean, do you bring that up to the general party?
Yes, I am sort of kind of like muttering, and you probably probably ask me to speak up, but I'm like trying to process this.
Well, I would ask Echo if she noticed anything weird last night, or if she had tranced out or doesn't remember part of the evening.
That's what I'm going to do.
And I say no. The only part that was weird was the bull. But no, I woke up from trance. The trance was normal.
The trance
And
was
then
normal.
I was watching, just keeping an eye out for you guys.
Do you know if she would ever be able to take control of you?
Not that I know of. You guys are more than welcome to check.
Do you guys want to check her stuff?
I don't.
I have trust issues, especially after what happened with the Alaric.
It's more so that Malcolm is respectful of people's bodily autonomy, so, he doesn't want to be groping on some woman. So,
Yeah, if you want to check me, feel free.
Giggity.
Okay, Mira, are you frisking Echo?
I'm frisking Echo.
Alright, roll an investigation check.
first check.
I don't mind.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, so you thoroughly pat down Echo. You find her weapons, and you notice that her armor is hiding some things, but nothing nefarious. You do not find the medallion on her.
Hey, that's the important thing, is that we...
Some boobies of mass destruction.
Mir says, "Sorry, Echo, you've been randomly selected for a strip search."
So, like,
It's because I'm a fae, isn't it?
So after searching,
No, it's completely
I
random.
apologize.
We got Rudy Giuliani over here doing searching, stop and frisk.
I apologize, turning red and walk away.
So no medallion on Echo.
Nope.
And
I'm
Zuko
probably
already...
I probably like let out a sigh, just glad that he didn't come out, because I was a little worried as well.
Glad I wasn't the only one thinking it though, like,
Just
fuck.
And Zuko already violated Jack. I mean, I guess we could keep searching each other as we're walking up this hill, I guess.
Alright, who's next?
I don't know. I don't know who I want to feel me up. Not really any of you guys.
I'll frisk Mira.
Alright, roll an investigation
I
check.
wore your mask with many faces and pretended to be your wife.
It would make me feel more comfortable.
Oh! Alright, Zuko dons the mask of many faces and makes himself look like Arquette.
Oh, wait. Pre-pregnancy Arquette, please. Thank you.
Well, and that was a nat 1.
Oh!
I got a natural 20.
Alright, so hold on. So, Zuko, you don the Mask of Many Faces to look like pre-pregnancy Arget, and unfortunately, in your
He
amusement,
smacks
you're
me
not...
right in the wiener. Just smacks me right in the wiener. That's how bad he rolled.
You immediately go for his crotch. That's not the medallion, is it?
For him, like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, your gun is digging into my hip.
Alright, Echo is searching Mira.
Yeah, I got an natural
No, I'm
20,
kidding.
and that's not with anything added to it.
Alright, again, you search her very thoroughly and get up under the breastplate, and again, you don't find anything nefarious. Plenty to enjoy, but no medallion.
Okay.
Alright, who's searching Zuko?
Oh no, wait, I got it. Give me that mask.
Alright, are you giving her the mask? Hey, Malcolm, it's yours.
Yes, I would give her the mask. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm coordinating getting your toolbox tomorrow, so.
Gotcha.
So I decided to disguise myself as the chick that he actually fucked at the Welcoming Maiden.
The farmer's daughter?
Yup.
Honestly,
Alright.
I don't even remember what he looks like.
Oh, yes. Zuko embarrassing, he doesn't even recognize her.
I'm
So
too lumpkinish.
typical of men.
Alright, so roll your investigation check.
That is a 7, unfortunately.
Okay, you don't find anything on his person. While going through his pack, however...
You find 8 years worth of jerky because he's.
You're not wrong.
That is true. Very true. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. That's a lot of dice.
I hear a lot of dice.
I'm
It
scared.
sounds like 6d6.
I'm scared.
Close.
8d6.
Let's see... I have it in the damn calculator I used to keep with all my D&D
You
stuff.
gave it to your son.
Sounds like something I do.
Yes.
Giving stuff to your children. What the hell, man? Come on.
Oh, that's nothing. He gave him a very nice Nova that our son decided to tear apart. It's missing its wheels and everything. I'm still looking at him like, why?
While reaching through his pack, you take 21 points of necrotic damage. However, I think you're resistant, right?
I am resistant, yes.
So you take half of that.
So, you said, so 20, so that's 10? Correct?
Yeah, you'd round it down to 10.
Is she like rummaging around in the pack?
Yep.
She breaks
So-
one of those potions.
What's that?
She break one of my potions.
No.
So
was on you.
do we see her? Do we see this happen to her?
Yes, you see lines of dark energy go up her arm.
Hey, I
Briefly,
take
and shoot.
his pack and gently dump it out on the ground.
All right.
There goes the beef jerky!
As you dump it out, sure enough, with some resistance seemingly, almost as if it was trying to prevent itself from being exposed, the medallion appears on the ground.
The fucking thing can teleport.
No, I don't think it necessarily teleports, but it seems to want to bind itself to Zuko somehow. Probably because Zuko is the first person to pick it up.
Right. Oh, shit.
Yeah, but I never actually touched the medallion.
But you were the one
Just
that
touch
carried
the-
it out.
Yeah, you touched the box. You touched the butt.
You touched the butt, so now you gotta deal
Are
with
you
that.
sure you didn't touch it? I thought somebody touched it.
No, you were smart
Yeah,
enough
I
to
think-
keep it in the box, but he is the first one who came in close contact with it.
So it's trying to bind it's basically almost like imprinting. Like a bird imprinting on its mother, it's imprinting on you. How close am I?
It's possible its previous owner was no longer available.
What the fuck do we do?
Well, Zuko took damage just from being in its presence.
Correct.
I think you said I felt slightly sick around it, but I didn't take like any actual damage. Correct, Matt?
Right, and he didn't take damage, he was just poisoned. Well, I mean, essentially the effect of being poisoned. He was disoriented and...
Excuse me.
You were able to shake the effect off. He wasn't able to recover as easily. Oddly enough, now most the rest of you, Malcolm, Echo, Mira, besides a feeling of unease, it does not seem to be having the same effect it once did. Whenever you and Zuko first got near it.
You want to get out your magnifying glass again, see if anything's changed?
Yes, I guess I would.
Alright, so you run the magnifying glass over it. It gives you the usual details. It doesn't tell you anything differently, but it definitely looks different than it did.
What the
And there does seem to be a faint connecting aura between the medallion and Zuko.
So maybe it's not necessarily because you're. I mean, we can't really tell how somebody's aligned except for their actions. And Zuko has never really made an outright evil action, in my opinion. So, I don't know. Try picking it up, Zuko.
Do you?
I didn't pick it up the second time. Do you want me to pick it up and see what happens?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we probably want to see if you're going to take damage or not.
Okay, well, I'll pick it up.
Going to touch the butt.
But
You take 17 points of necrotic damage. Doesn't hit you as strong as it did Mira, but does still damage you.
So, I thought maybe it was attuned to you or starting to, like, form a bond with you, so you wouldn't take damage.
In addition to the damage, Zuko, it starts tickling that rage spot that you've got because of your poisoning from the potion, the huntsman potion.
Oh.
It's making you feel very angry, very aggressive.
Put it down.
Well, we can't just tell him to put it down because we don't actually know this.
I mean, do you hold on to it or do you drop it?
Would ask Zuko if he notices anything different about the medallion holding it this time. Hulk smash.
And Echo, you feel, as you're watching this all unfold, you feel a yearning. Like something inside of you is reaching out for it.
Oh, hell.
I try and fight the yearning.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can't tell that Zuko is being angry
Right.
just from looking at him.
Is like Echo making, like, walking towards it, or is she just still standing very still?
What's that?
Is Echo walking towards it?
It's an
or-
internal feeling.
Okay. So
She's
we
not
don't
actually
know
moving
what they're
towards it,
feeling.
She just feels that she'd be going towards it.
So I'm
I'm gonna
asked.
start backing away from it.
I'll look at Zuko and ask him how he's feeling about holding it, or if I should put it in the box and I'll put it back in my pack or something.
Echo, you alright?
Yeah, just getting a feeling that I don't like.
Are you okay, Zuko?
Well, I'll tell him that for some reason I feel pretty pissed off.
So you're feeling kind of angry.
Yeah.
The anger sharks are swimming in your head. Do you want me to carry the medallion, Zuko? Do you want to put it back in the box and I'll put it away, or?
Yeah, I'll put it back in the box.
Once he puts it back in the box, I'm going to just gently close it and put it back in my bag.
Alright.
Not in the wizard's door, because somehow it got out of the wizard's door.
Right. Let Lorimor know that you did that. That we found it.
Alright. Well, with that ordeal over, you proceed on.
Yes, we will proceed apace.
Alright, marching order?
I'm in the middle.
I will be in the back.
He's always at the back.
I'll be in front of Mira.
You don't have to do single file, just so you know. You can if you want, but it's not required.
I'll be next to Mira.
Okay.
I guess
I'll
I'll
be,
be in front.
Alright, so Zuko is leading the pack, Mira and Echo side by side behind him, and... Oh, where's Wolfric?
He's next
The
to me.
Frisker, the Frisker and the Frisky are next to each other.
Malcolm's doing hand checks.
Better checks. I'm gonna tell Ethan.
That's why Malcolm's in the back. He's doing hand checks.
Where's Wolfric positioned in?
He's next to me.
Okay, so Zuko, Wolfric, Mira, Echo, Malcolm bringing up the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Further up the mountain, the calmer the river gets. But as the gradual slope goes up, the forest continues to envelop you. About halfway through the day, find something more calm here. Right. About halfway through the day, you can tell you're beginning to approach the edge of the tree line. The air is getting bitter cold and thin. Echo, as you proceed down the path, you notice off to the side a rusted sword partially absorbed by a tree.
Interesting.
I am not touching anything embedded in a fucking tree. Just throwing that up there right now.
Just like the like
I'll touch it.
No!
The session one, the first derailment ever in D&D for us.
Yes.
All right. What do you do, Echo?
I want to go and check it out.
All right. Echo wanders off the path towards the rusted sword, which it takes a moment for the rest of you to even notice it. You know, being rusted, it kind of blends in with the bark of the tree. But once you see what she's walking towards, Mira especially, but all of you by this point probably recognize it. It has the unmistakable shape, the hilt has the unmistakable shape of a sword belonging to a member of the Hellish Ridera.
We're on the right path then. For seeing that.
Yep.
What would you guys like to do?
Leave it alone and not touch it.
I mean, we know that he's buried underground. We need to have access to get to the burial site of him. We don't know quite yet whether we can get there from
Here.
here.
You what was described to you was a family crypt with a visible entrance,
Gotcha.
and it should be higher up in the mountain past the tree line.
Well, yes, but he was also buried alive, so how far buried underground was he? Could there be access to the crypt that he was buried somewhere else?
Yeah, I suppose that's theoretically possible.
We can continue upwards.
What's that?
I mean, we could continue upwards. Did Echo actually touch it?
Yes.
Alright, so as you touch it, it does have some give to it. You notice that in the process of absorbing this sword, the tree has the bark is compromised. There's a small cavity within the tree. You also all at this point, after having spent a few moments in this spot, I'd say you get the vague impression of disturbances in the landscape immediately around this tree. Like if you took a closer look, you might notice other unnatural things existing in this immediate space.
So disturbed ground around a sword in a tree. That doesn't sound like a trap at all to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound suspicious.
What would you guys like to do?
Back away. We already fell for one trap.
Try and pull the sword out of the tree?
No!
What do you guys want to do?
Swear to God, Echo, I'm gonna fucking put you over my shoulder and I'm gonna just carry you.
I mean, bet.
What do you guys want to do?
You touch that sword again, I'm gonna put you over my shoulder.
I touched the bud.
You touch the sword.
Alright, what do I need to roll to put this woman over my shoulder?
What's that?
What do I need to roll to put this woman over my shoulder?
Are you actually going to try to pick her up?
I'm a woman of my word.
Okay, roll an opposing strength check. Is anybody else doing anything?
I'm going to... Yes, actually. Now that you mention it, I
Do I
remember
also
that I
have to roll
have
strength?
other abilities.
Wait, so it was D20 plus my strength, right?
Yeah, d20 plus your strength.
Which is still plus 4.
And Echo, you need to make one as well. What's
Okay,
that?
it's still plus 4.
Sorry, what? 23 should be plus...
Yeah, no, it didn't get fixed.
It should. She should be. She's proficient in She's proficient in strength. Well, strength saving throws. So it should just be plus 6, plus whatever she rolls into d20 for just a strength check.
Okay, so 6 plus 5 plus a d20, right?
Was she proficient in strength?
Oh, let me
Check.
check.
Because she's just strength checking. So
Oh, right.
unless you're doing like an opposed
wouldn't
athletics
be-
check.
No, it'd be strength
Proficient
check.
athletic. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not a saving throw. So yeah, just be...
6 plus whatever she rolls.
Okay, so
6
6...
plus or with whatever I roll.
Mhm.
That's a 18 plus 6.
I got
24.
13.
Okay, so you successfully pick her up over your shoulder.
Yeah, no more touching the sword.
What is everyone else doing?
I'm using Eyes of the Grave to determine if there's any undead present in 60 feet radius.
You use Eyes of the Grave. You see signs of their passing a very, very, very long time ago, but no currently present undead. Anyone else? Echo, while everybody else has decided what they want to do, I'll say as you're being picked up, and your focus has been taken off of the sword, you notice some other things in the area that in more detail than whatever. There is a half circle of rocks, also partially absorbed by the trunk of the tree. You also notice a small log, very old, but looks like it was cut into about a 3-foot section and laid on its side.
Weird.
Very. This is weird.
Anybody else have anything?
I can't wrap my head around this.
Huh?
I can't wrap my head around this. It could be just atmosphere you're putting into the game. It sometimes could mean something else, though.
Do I recognize it from anything? Like Faye?
It doesn't seem to be anything magical or otherworldly about it. Just clearly not something nature did by itself.
Uh-huh.
Basically signs of human activity, for lack of a better term. If you want to roll an investigation check, you can try to put the pieces together.
Okay. Mira, can I get down? I promise I won't touch the sword again.
Okay. I gently set her down.
Malcolm wants to make a lasso out of the end of some rope and try to lasso around the sword hilt and then stand on the edge of it and try to pull it out of the tree.
Okay.
I love how I stopped touching the sword, but then Malcolm tries to pull the sword out of the tree.
Well, I'm gonna shit my pants if I try to fucking put him over my shoulder. I ain't doing it.
What was the investigation check result?
16.
16.
Yeah.
After working at, like, standing at a distance and looking at all the pieces, you realize this is a very, very old campsite. Possibly thousands of years old, but because of the cold and the freezing, everything's largely been left in place. The half circle of rocks was likely a fire ring. The small stump of wood was probably cut down to make a seat. The sword was probably at one point very far away from that tree and simply stuck in the ground while its owner was resting. And at some point the tree expanded, absorbing this stuff.
Nice. Very nice.
Malcolm, you were lassoing the sword.
It sounds like, yeah.
Roll a strength check with advantage because of the leverage.
Sorry, I just imagine Mira trying to pick up Malcolm over her.
13.
Okay. As you pull on the sword, it doesn't actually come out so much as it breaks open that cavity in the trunk. And then comes out and rests on the ground. oddly enough, being absorbed by the tree, the blade that was once within the trunk is very clean. And there's a clear line of, where it becomes rusted because it was exposed to the elements outside.
Interesting.
Do you take a closer look at the cavity in the tree?
Yes, I do a cavity search.
What the?
Inside the
fuck?
cavity of the tree,
Me and Mira did that earlier.
Yeah.
inside the tree, you find more remains of this campsite. Part of a fur bedroll. Flat and frozen and mostly petrified at this point, but the clear remnants of a fur bedroll. And there's also a pack, a kind of very old, like messenger bag style pack.
Okay, I would look. So I'd like to look into the pack.
Right. Inside you find petrified rations, potion bottles that look to have gone bad, and a journal bearing the symbol of the Hellish Ritter.
Oh, I want to keep the journal.
Okay.
And I'd like to give the rest to Zuko because I know he can't pass up a free meal even if it's petrified.
No.
Or potions if they've gone bad.
I think I'll pass on this one.
Sure, those rations look delightful.
Alright, so what do you do with the journal?
I'd like to look into the journal.
Right. Inside, surprisingly well preserved, is pages upon pages written in Sylvan.
Sylvan. Can he read Sylvan?
Even without
Let me
being...
double check.
I think I do.
I can read Sylvan.
I can read Sylvan.
Yeah, I only have Castilian, Common, and Undercommon, and Thieves' Cant, or Night Watcher's Code, whatever you want to call it.
I know I can read Sylvan.
Yep. Same here.
I might have to have you teach me Sylvan, kind of like a Sylvan Learning Center.
Sure. Sure.
Alright, do you give it to one of them to
with
read?
the puns today. I'm just saying.
Just all of us being like, yeah, no, we would definitely teach you Sylvan.
Yep.
For now, I'll let one of them read it out. Okay.
What's that?
He
I'll
cut
have
out.
one of them read the journal
Alright, who's taking
for
it?
me.
I'll take
I'll
it.
take it.
Alright,
Paper, rock,
Echo?
scissors?
We have to come up with a fantasy version of that.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Owlbear, or I don't know. We'll figure it out.
The
Alright,
owlbear's
so...
a thing.
Huh?
The owlbear's a thing.
It's a thing in D&D, yeah.
Huh. Wonder why people were pissed off about the trailer.
Because druids aren't supposed to be able to wild shape into an owlbear, but...
Oh, come on. Tell me you're
I
not
mean,
Tell me you're not
if
one of
you
them
rock-
that's pissed.
Rock, sword, shield.
Good.
What's that?
Rock, sword, shield.
Rock, sword, shield. Rock. You throw a rock and you can hit somebody with a sword in the head. But a shield can knock a rock away, and the sword can... I don't know. I'll work on it.
Alright, we'll figure it out. Alright, so... alright, we'll just let Echo take it.
Yep.
So... You quickly read through it. Actually, and to be fair, you probably have an easier time with it than Mira would anyway, because your Sylvan is much closer in dialect to this Sylvan.
Your Sylvan is a little bit more Sylvan than her Sylvan.
Yours is more original, I should say. Like yours is more similar to ancient Sylvan in the mortal realm than the Sylvan that most other people who live in the mortal realm still know. The language is still around, but it's changed over time, and in the Fey realm, Sylvan is spoken very much like it was thousands of years ago in the mortal realm. But, so you peruse through it, and the journal begins talking about a terrible duty that the writer must perform. They are honor-bound to complete the task, but the mission itself feels like a violation of their oath. Nevertheless, the decision has been made, the descendants of the other champions have been consulted, Klizmir's reign must end. One team is going to Castle Himmelwerk, while the writer's team is going to Kuningrof to prepare. Almost a year ahead of time. Due to the nature of Klizmir's powers, martyrs cannot be left in Kuningrof as they have been left in other places of import. So other means of protecting the tomb from intruders have been used. Will have to be used. It's filled out sporadically over the dates, over the course of a year, small updates here and there. And finally you get to entries that talk about the shameful task is done, and not without consequences. Most of the writer's comrades were killed shortly after Klizmir appeared in the tomb. Of course, he could detect and control his dead kin even from within. The writer describes forcing himself to run all day, trying to escape the undead in pursuit. He believes he may have finally lost them, but regardless, he must stop to rest. And that is where the journal ends.
Ominous.
So wait, Klizmir can control undead?
Yes.
Holy shit.
When do I get that power?
I mean, technically you already do, because you have an undead monkey.
I mean, yeah, but it's not
He
the
was
same.
gifted him, though.
I know. It's a technicality.
Well, as you guys have discovered so far, over time, you gain more champion abilities. It is possible that that is one that is in your future. Of course, Klizmir's been around for thousands of years.
Right. Right.
Well, I'm assuming happened is because you said I could see signs of the undead, but a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah. So it
I
appears
would
that the writer of this
assume that
journal was chased out.
they caught him.
It
They
seems
caught
that
him.
way. Yeah.
That's certainly what it seems like. Or he had to run with and leave all of his stuff behind, but one way or another, they caught up here.
The first part of that, you said something about how they couldn't leave people.
At the castle.
Yes, like some of the
Okay,
other places
normally
you found that were guarded by martyrs of the Hellish Riddera, they were not able to do that here because Klizmir would simply be able to control them.
So that's why we found them dead. That's why we couldn't. That's why they didn't come to life and kick our ass.
Gotcha. So that's the reason why. So we won't have to fight any undead Hellish Riddera, is what you're saying. This time.
That's what's implied by it. He said they used other means to protect the tomb from intruders.
And it doesn't go into any of those means at all.
No.
He does not talk about it in detail, no.
That's a little
Of course
concerning.
not, you know? The one bit of information that would be, of great use to us, not there.
Operational security.
It's like, we have this password, but, it's shared among 4 different journals in 8 different places.
There is a big hint in this journal that, can be of help. Obviously, if they can't leave martyrs, there's not too many other options they would have had to protect the tomb from intruders.
Would it have been his kin then? The undead kin? If he can control them.
Well, I think when he said undead kin, I think it means more like he's undead, so all the other undead are like kin to him.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's the family too.
Oh, okay.
Generations of his family are buried there. They simply sealed him in what was going to be his part of the crypt.
Yeah. But, so we're going to have to fight the undead family, probably.
Sounds great.
I mean, I'm not afraid of any undead myself,
Oh, you can't die.
But the Hellish Ritter went about some other means of protecting the tomb from people getting it. So.
And there's a hint in the journal, and it's gonna bug me.
So, So you said there was a hint in the journal. Is the hint just the general idea that they wouldn't be able to use undead, or is there more of a hint than that in the journal?
They weren't able to use their typical means by leaving martyrs, so they used a different philosophy of protecting it from intruders.
So that's the hint. Quotation marks. Do we maybe know other means they may have used from our other encounters with the Hellish Ritter?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, that's not gonna fucking help.
You can get help from one of your smarter.
Oh no! I rolled a 19. I rolled a 19.
Okay, so reading that passage over and over again, the only thing that comes to mind is they must have booby-trapped the shit out of the place.
Oh, yay.
Yay! I mean, I like boobies, but not trapped.
Same.
Same.
I think that's like our group slogan. We like boobies, but not trapped. So yeah, I kind of shared there, man. Like, I think there's gonna be a lot of traps playing in the for us.
All right. So
We're gonna make armor with that written on it, just inscribed in it.
Oh, yeah.
Boobies, but not trapped.
That's gonna be the new the night the Holy Regulators slogan. We like boobies, but not trapped.
all right. So if you guys have nothing else to do at that location, you proceed on for the rest of the day. For the sake of brevity, we
We're
will.
walking.
You do pass the tree line,
Keep walking.
which is strange with this forest because of the extreme size of the trees. Even once you are beyond the point where trees can grow, it still takes a while for you to get above the canopy of the forest behind you. But you are exposed to the thin air, cold breeze, and the snow blowing off of the mountain. You do see paths that break off to other fairly small crypt entrances, but you remember being told that the one that you are searching will be at the very end of the central path. So you continue on until darkness begins to fall, the air gets even colder, and the only choice you have is to make camp until daybreak. So you can take your long rest again if you need it, which should heal up Zuko's damage. Or wait, no, who touched it?
I did.
Mira touched
I
it.
did.
Oh, and Zuko touched it. So yeah, you can take your long rest and...
I touched the butt.
Check the
Literally.
box to make sure it's still in there.
At the moment, it is still there.
Me and Mira literally touched the butt.
Yeah.
Are you joking, or...
No, I'm serious.
You're gonna touch the coin again?
No, like, I think she means we touch each other's butt.
Gotcha.
We touch each other's butt.
We got frisked.
Okay, so Malcolm and Zuko, while you sleep, apparently...
I'm going to take a rope and tie it around the fucking box so many times. Just stupid.
Oh, I'm not gonna try and touch the coin. Heck no.
No.
No, I'm just trying to see if the coin is teleporting or if somebody is getting into it.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so it is a bit cold for anybody to be actually sitting outside the tent, but...
Wilfred can take watch, right? Like, he can alert
What's
us if
that?
something happens.
What's that?
Wilfred can take watch, right? He's done it before.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Between Wolfric
And Jack.
Don't we also have a ranger in the party? Isn't there
Yeah.
a spell you can cast as well?
Yeah, do you have alarm?
Alarm, yeah, that's it.
Let me check here in a second.
Mira, do you want to
Because
put out the
I'm
alarm?
gonna say that's like a second or third level spell, so you should have it. I'm not sure if you have it prepared.
Okay.
I stare awkwardly at Echo and Mira because they are being extremely goofy towards each other right now.
Fuck you.
I don't have that one right now.
Oh, I thought he had it. I could have sworn he did.
Okay, so Wolfric and Jack.
And then I'll do it in 4 hours.
Okay. And I mean, are you joking or
I'm 100% serious.
how does Mira feel about this? I mean, it's kind of out of nowhere for
If Mira wants to, 100% serious.
You fucking are enjoying this right now.
I need to know if something's starting here because
I mean,
Put me on the spot.
I'm looking at your spells, Zuko. You do have a couple other ones you could use, possibly. Warden of Arrows. You could set up some of those around the perimeter of the camp, and they would fly and attack somebody if they came within range.
Okay.
okay, so you can cast Cordon of Arrows.
Yeah.
All right.
And oh my god, you have haste and you have not cast it on me yet? Zuko, I'm gonna drive to wherever you are at.
What's haste? What does it do?
It gives you an extra action!
I can see why you want to do that.
And you get a +2 bonus to AC.
You have to keep an eye on his spells to remind him he has them because he has never really been big on using his spells. Misty Step is about the only one he remembers most of the time.
Oh, he remembered Hunter's Mark at least once.
Yeah.
Haste is ridiculous. We'll just throw it out that way.
Okay.
All right. So, you two were checking each other for stuff, and maybe that made you feel some sort of way. Are you guys like? Do you end up having an amorous encounter? That's just. I mean, it's going to have an impact on the story, so I need to know if you guys are serious.
I'm serious. Okay. Yeah.
I'm serious.
Okay. All right. So.
It's kind of like when you're in college, and you're sleeping on the top bunk, and two people are having sex on the bottom bunk. Like, you know they're having sex, but do I see anything? Or do we just lay in the top bunk and just shut the fuck up, you know?
Be glad I did that!
So while Malcolm and Zuko are either asleep or trying to pretend to be asleep,
I don't get a full long rest this time, probably. It's probably going to be a short rest, because... Of course.
Anyway, Mira and Echo feel some sort of way about each other, and Mira eventually falls asleep. Echo does her meditation. Jack and Wolfric watch until Echo is able to take over, and before you know it, it is the following dawn.
It's your turn.
I cry in a corner a little bit.
Alright, so Echo is feeling pretty good in the morning. Mira, maybe at this point you remember that you have a girlfriend back in Anexa who I don't know if you've discussed any of this with, but that is something a bridge we'll have to cross when we get to it.
I'm going to spill some tea and I'll scroll a message to Lorimer.
That would be you, though!
You have your phone out like that's what you're doing.
I got some hot goss, Lorimer.
I think alerts.
Like I said, I think it's your turn.
Should I end the session? What?
How close are we to the end of the session?
We're getting pretty close. Alright, so you guys get breakfast. Most likely staying within the tent because it's still very cold outside. And then you proceed on your way up the mountain.
Yes, up the mountain we continue.
You are nearing the peak when finally you see the outline of a great structure built into the mountain. The structure is 3 great platforms, each higher than the last, in a stair-like pattern. Great archways, some still mostly intact, also ascend from the nearest side to the mountain peak behind. You can see ahead where the staircase to the top of the first platform ends, but the path immediately ahead is eroded away and has slipped into the valley to your left. However, a secondary path to the right side of the second platform is cleared. How would you like to proceed?
So there's an obviously that what looks like it's a safe pathway to the left, you said, correct?
To the right. To your
Right.
left is a sheer cliffside, and straight ahead, where the path normally led to the main staircase up, this structure has caved in. But it looks off to the right. You may be able to go around and come up the side.
What do you guys think? Should we just go around the side, or should we, I don't know, rappel up or something?
Maybe go around the side.
Is that what you guys want to do?
I think so.
All right.
I
So
don't know,
you
Zuko's
fought.
not talking and Mira's not here.
Oh, she can turn on her mic. She should be able to talk from up there. Assuming she took her phone with her. I think she did.
I mean, I guess I could check for traps.
All right.
True.
Roll an investigation check. See.
I'd like to help him with that, so he has advantage.
Okay.
You said that was an investigation check?
Yep.
I am glad you did that, because I got a 13. Otherwise, it would have been a 7.
Right. You do not detect any traps leading up to the structure.
I would also like to throw out my Eyes of the Grave again, to see if I can sense any undead nearby, 60 feet.
Nothing within 60 feet.
Anything anybody else wants to do, or are we just walking up?
I think there's much I can do.
All right. So you proceed up to the structure. Sure enough, on the right-hand side, there's also a very wide side staircase that leads up onto the second platform of the three pieces of the exterior structure. In the center of which, leading towards the mountain, there is a more narrow, very long staircase leading up to large stone double doors. Again, up this close to the mountain, most of the decorative archways that go over the structure are largely intact. And these stairs are, unlike the other ones, they are not. Though they don't look like they're carved out of solid stone, they look like stone platforms in between two runners with no backing to each step. You can only walk 2 by 2 up this staircase, so if you guys want to adjust your marching order.
I am still in the back.
Okay. Mira and Echo, are you... Well, obviously Wolfric won't be able to walk side by side with you. How do you want to adjust your portion of the marching order?
Should Wolfric go in the back with Malcolm? Because that's just an easy move. Or...
As long as Zuko wasn't walking next to me.
No, he was up front. He was in front of us.
Yeah, he normally is. I just wasn't sure if we had changed that up at all for
No.
this.
I don't think we had.
Which, I mean, that makes sense because, you know, he hasn't cast haste on me, so I don't want him walking next to me anyways.
All right. So Zuko's still in front.
Yep.
Mira and Echo, are you still walking side by side?
Yep.
And Wolfric is walking behind you, and Malcolm is walking behind him.
I'm walking next to Wolfric.
Okay, yeah, should be able to pull. There should be enough space for that. Might be a little snug, but... Alright, so anything more before you proceed into Kuningrof?
Did we check this area for traps?
I mean, we checked the path going up, but... I mean, I guess I could check the entrance to Kuningrof. Or do I see anything?
Or should we let Zuko just kind of... just, like, walk right
I
through
mean, I
that?
would normally just let Zuko walk right into a trap, but not this time. I think, the traps here can be potentially dangerous, so...
Does he look asleep on your end?
So I would like to check for traps here.
Okay. You said on the doors?
Yep.
The entryway, you said? Into the Kuningrof proper?
You're at the bottom of the last set of steps that leads up to the double doors that enter.
Does he look asleep on your end?
Okay, so I mean, yeah, so I wouldn't want to check for traps on the stairs, but like when we get to the door, the double door,
Hold on a second.
I would want to check
What
for
did you say?
traps.
Does he look asleep on your end?
Looks like he's trying, yeah. Sorry, go ahead and repeat that.
I wouldn't check for traps, on the stairs, but when we get to the double doors, I would like to check for traps. Or maybe
wouldn't?
Zuko can, since she's
I
up front.
think. I think.
I couldn't tell if you said would or wouldn't.
I think he said wouldn't.
Wouldn't.
Is that correct? Did I lose him?
You said wouldn't? I didn't say wouldn't.
Oh.
You said would.
You said would?
I would
Yeah, you would
not
check for...
check
you
for
would
traps
not
on the
check for traps
stairs.
on the stairs.
But when we get to the doors, I would like to check for traps before we go into them or through them.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Gotcha. Well.
You fucker, you put traps on the stairs. Jerk face.
That's why I kept double checking. I wanted to make sure I didn't screw you, just because would and wouldn't are hard to tell apart. So Zuko, these steps are about. Hold on, I need to find.
I know there was something sketchy about these steps.
I feel like I'm missing a bookmark here.
I didn't touch
It's
anything.
okay.
No, for once, Zuko.
Not in the game. I'm just.
It's the
we
lucky
haven't heard
one.
from him in a while.
Oh, is he? Jake, are you falling asleep?
I've got massive migraine.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry to
I
hear that.
know that I set off the trap though.
You did not actually.
Oh,
I apologize. It would be done here if I could find my damn page.
Do I need to get you more bookmarks? Do I need to make you bookmarks?
I
can make
need
you
bookmarks. I need actual bookmarks instead of using magic cards.
I can make you bookmarks. Why haven't you asked?
There it is. Okay, Jesus Christ. Alright, the staircase is about 200 feet long. Leading up to the front doors of Kuningrof. They are about 10 feet wide, allowing you guys to walk up 2 by 2. Jake was leading the way solo. About 120 feet from the bottom of the staircase, Jake, you proceed unharmed. I'll assume you guys, the gap between each part of the line, you guys are about 10 feet apart, 20 feet, something like that.
That would be correct, I think.
So, as Zuko proceeds unharmed with his eyes set on the doors, looking for anything out of the ordinary, Mira and Echo,
Oh, it's
As you-
because we're in twos, isn't it?
Yeah.
yep. As each of you puts weight on the step at the about 120 feet mark, the front of the step gives way. And suddenly every step below that also shifts into the diagonal position. and the staircase becomes an 120-foot slide.
Wait.
You two had to walk holding hands up the fucking stairs, didn't ya?
Who said we were holding hands?
And check.
So...
And check.
What's that?
My hands are right
check.
here.
I mean, her hands were holding together, technically.
Stacey. Doesn't mean I was holding your hand, love.
Alright, so
Did you get
Zuko,
jokes?
you notice the sound as they step on the step and the entire staircase behind you turns into a slide. You also notice puffs of dust from small holes on the archways that you hadn't noticed before. And at the bottom of the staircase, you look on in horror as a large stone slab opens up at the bottom of this stone slide.
Fuck.
And when we return next time, we will roll initiative as the regulators try to survive the first of the Hellish Rodero's traps to keep Kuningrof secure.
Fuck.
Fuck.
How big is the hole?
That's what she said.
It's about a... Well, let me double check, make sure it doesn't specify anything different.
That's partly why I said that, Cece. But I'm always looking to inject a "that's what she said" moment.
It's a 10... It appears to be about 10 feet deep, and the opening is about, like a 5-foot square.
Oh, so I could just jump over it.
I mean, that would take an ability check, but it is theoretically possible to avoid falling in the hole.
That's what he said.
Alright, so,
Teleport past it?
that's also an option.
What?
There's all kinds of options you guys have to take, but this is going to be a trap on initiative because the trap has components that act at certain moments as you guys slide down, and you'll have opportunities to avoid certain aspects, try to
You have
avoid
fun
the
playing this.
harmful elements, and then get past the trap. So we will deal with that when we return. We will check on our schedule to see when this happens, but you can tune in every Friday now at 7:30 Eastern to check out Fantasy Night when we're not doing D&D. We will be playing games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Pillars of Eternity, and many others. We'll also be back this Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern for 90s Night with Pokemon Red. Thank you for everyone who stopped by to watch. I hope you had a lot of fun. We enjoyed this session, and hopefully we should be able to return very soon for the next one. We will see you next time.